Starts 170, square right, good luck.
Sorry it took me so damn long. I've been trying to get my PC figured out for about 2.5 hours. Something to do with my AMD drivers completely destroyed my resolution and my secondary monitor. It was gone. I don't know what happened, so I just had to reinstall everything, and it took me a while to figure everything out. Yeah. So we're back to a horizontal stream. I adjusted some things so they're a little bit bigger, a little bit easier to visually digest. Hopefully, hopefully things will look better. So here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 170. Slowing, turn, square right. 100, crest, 80. Turn, square right. 200. Turn, 1 left, unseen. 130, double caution, small jump, 30. 1 right, tightens. 50, crest, 100. Turn, 1 left. 80, 6 right over crest, 100. 4 right short, 60, slowing, slight right into turn square right. 180. Caution, left over crest, sudden square left, 40. Slight right into crest, 70. Crest, slowing, 50. Turn square left, 30. Crest, 230, downhill. 1 left.
Okay.
40, slowing, long crest, 30. Turn square right, 30. 1 right short.
Wow, I brake really late for that.
Left, 110.
Oop.
Leave 3 right, through junction, 50. 3 right, 40. 6 left over crest, 150. Turn square right. 60, 3 left, short over crest, 30, crest, into dip, and small jump. 40,
Oh my gosh.
5 left, half long.
Wasn't paying any attention. I might do some VR testing with this 7900 XTX. Maybe not this stream, of course, but let me know if Jesus, I don't know what I'm doing here. Let me know if you'd be interested in something like that, because I was thinking about maybe doing a whole stream dedicated to trying to figure out how to get the best results out of VR and, you know, my AMD card that I have. I've tried it in Assetto Corsa. I've tried it in BeamNG. I need to download Dirt Rally 2.0 so I can try to get a baseline, because that used to be like a pretty easy game for me to run with the 3090 at like max settings, super crazy upscaling. I almost didn't have limitations with that, except for like, you know, base resolution of the headset itself. That was the one kind of limiting factor, but you could use a lot of anti-aliasing, and it looked damn good for you all. I don't plan on doing, you know, very many VR streams. I've tried them in the past. They're fun for me, but they completely disconnect, you know, you and I from each other. And, you know, I could see the chat maybe in the headset. I could see the chat through the bottom of the thing. I could see the chat, you know, through my phone by looking at it with pass-through or something like that. You could do it, but when you don't make eye contact, I mean, I know we're not physically making eye contact, but I'm looking you all in the eye, and then if I can't do that, it kind of takes you out of the experience of a sort of a live stream, I think. So I don't think I'm going to be doing those too often, but I do want to do one just to kind of share with you all my experiences trying to optimize, for that game, not the game, but for VR, because so far my experiences have been bad, and I would like them to be better. I just realized you could see a shadow of something in my pedals, but what's odd is like there's nothing moving. Oh, it's literally my knees. Okay. I'm also considering discontinuing. I know it's going to sound crazy because I've just started building up, but I'm considering discontinuing streaming here on this platform and switching over to a different platform. I've been streaming pretty regularly on this platform for maybe. I mean, I could just actually check. Let me check when my first live stream was on here. It's been many months, and it seems like the community for live streaming has stagnated, and it's no fault of anyone that watches or whatever. It's just literally, I think YouTube in general is not the greatest platform to stream on. It's not really geared towards live streaming, in my opinion, at least from what I've experienced. It's more geared towards long form content, 5 minutes or 3 to 10 minute videos. I mean, I know when I go to YouTube, I don't go to YouTube to watch people live. I just don't. I go to YouTube to watch videos. So I might start streaming on TT again. I might start streaming on TWITCH. I might start streaming on INSTA. Any one of those platforms I think is a little bit better suited to the live streaming. I just don't think YouTube is going to be successful for me in the long run in regards to live streaming. And I think it's hurting my statistics. It's hurting my. I mean, for instance, I've been live streaming for almost 10 minutes now, and there's not I don't think there's a single person in the chat. So I don't think YouTube is pushing this content out to even the people that subscribe to me. I don't think it's pushing it out. So, Ski, what's up? But yeah, so I'm considering discontinuing streaming here, and I don't know, maybe starting to build up my TWITCH account. I think I have like 100 followers over there. I'm just gonna try it out for a little bit. But yeah, I don't think headed to Granby in the STI. Yeah, I'm jealous of you, man. Like, I mean, I have a WRX as well. I mean, I have two, but one doesn't run, so that one kind of doesn't count. But having a newer WRX that I could travel in without, like, even when I drove to you, I was literally worried about breaking down. My clutch is slipping out. Just it's an old ass engine. I think I have like 180 or 190,000 miles on it. On the original engine, original turbo. So I'm always kind of wondering when I'm going to start experiencing problems, like engine problems. From what I know about them, as long as you keep them stock in terms of power, delivery, like the engine, the stock turbo, stuff like that, they don't cause you too many problems. They start causing you problems when you start like heavily modifying things. Not quality of life. Certain modifications are beneficial, like cooling. You want like better radiator, things like that. You know, you can get better longevity. An aluminum radiator instead of like the plastic ones, I think are best. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so please, if anyone's watching this in the future, let me know if you'd be interested in seeing live streams on other platforms. I might just keep this as videos because I do really feel like because there's not many people tuning in to my live streams, I'm getting on average maybe like 6 to 8, which is not very many. That it's hurting my channel. It's hurting my channel's growth. I've noticed my channel's growth is like significantly dropped. I was getting 100 plus per week, new subscribers, and now it's like I think I'm at like 80 something. Anyway, the trajectory is going down, and I need to figure out something to do to get rid of that problem. So anyway, we're gonna do just a couple more stages here, and probably take off here, and I'm gonna try to start figuring out what I'm gonna do next with the live streams. And who knows, maybe I'll do some multi-streams, I don't know. But things aren't working out. Let's see how we do in a Rally 4 car. I don't know if we've driven these. Let me see when my first live stream was. Wow, I've done a lot of live streams. Okay, so I started live streaming Why is it not keeping track of these things? So far over 7 months ago. Yeah, it looks like I started live streaming around 7 months ago on this platform. Yeah, I think that's enough time to kind of build more of a following than like 8 people. So I'm doing something wrong here on this platform. Okay, here you go.
Starts slight right, 60, good luck.
Maybe I'll try live streaming on TT after this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Slight right, 60, slight left, 50. Slowing, slight right and left over crest into 4 right. Keep in, 50, 5 left, 60.
Never driven this car before.
Crest, 70. Turn slight left through dip, 90. Slowing, slight left into 6 right over crest, 40. 6 left over bump, 50 bump, and 2 left short into 6 right and slight left. Slowing into crest and 3 right. Don't cut into 4 left short into 6 right. Long, slowing into crest and early 2 left, keep in, and 4 right, half long, 100. Turn 4 left, tightens, 140. Lead 5 right, tightens, into slight left, 120. Slight left, slight right, slowing, 100. Left into chicane and 3 right, into bridge.
Oh, Jesus. I hit every single one of those.
And 3 left.
What's up, Bears?
Pass junction, 30. 4 right, opens, keep in, 100. Slight right over crest, 50. Crest, into 6 left, half long. Slowing.
Hey, you got 8 loyal followers, yeah.
Into crest, 40, turns.
I do appreciate it, though.
Cut, and 1 right, tightens, into square
Oh, no.
left, keep in, 30.
Jesus.
Slight left. Tighten square. Into 4 right, 30. Crest, 30.
Oh, that was my fault. I heard her say tight and square, and I just didn't register.
Into 2 right short, don't cut, and 1 left over crest. And 1 right, long, opens.
Oh, shit.
Into slight left, into 4 right, don't cut. Into 4 left short.
This car is interesting to drive.
Right, don't cut, and
I see you wrote something there, but
opens and
can't
tightens.
quite, oh, almost hit that tree.
Into 6 right.
Can't quite, read it yet. It says,
And lead 4 left.
no, okay, so actually, I'm doing horrible anyway.
Slowing, 50.
Let me, I guess, let me explain to some of the people that maybe don't know. So rally for me, not only is it the thing that I want to do, like, I don't want to sacrifice the thing I want to do just to get, like for instance, if I could guarantee 100 extra people tune into my channel by simply switching the main part of what I do for racing, you know, rally, I wouldn't do it. Because if I'm not enjoying myself, first of all, how is anyone else going to enjoy? They'll be able to feel it, you know? They'll be able to feel that I'm not really enjoying myself. So this is the type of content I do, and I have been successful with it. I have millions and millions of views. Well, actually, I'd say tens of millions of views. Actually, probably more than that. I have many millions of views with rally content. You know, especially if you add up like my YouTube stuff too. So like if you include TikTok, if you include Instagram, actually, if you just include TikTok alone, I have tens of millions of views with rally content. Rally content for me is successful. It's my most successful content, as a matter of fact, because I have uploaded other content that's not rally focused, and it always ends up being, at least for me, maybe it's because that people can feel that I'm more passionate about rally stuff through the videos that I release. I'm not really sure why, but just because it's not working out here doesn't mean it's not successful. But I do want to let you know that, you know, my live streams on other platforms have been much more successful than here. And thank you, Bears. I'm going to keep on doing reviews here on YouTube, on both my channels, on my main channel, Douglas Thompson, and my secondary sim racing only channel, Sleepy Pants Sim Racing. That's going to continue. I'm probably going to use YouTube for long format only, so I don't ruin my algorithm, because these live streams, I'm pumping out these live streams, and then once they turn into a video, that's adding to my retention, That's adding to my view count. So if I release a if I release a 2 or 3 hour video basically, and someone watches only 10 minutes of it, you know, what's the ratio of watch to video length ratio? What is that, like 1% or something like that? I don't know what it is, but that hurts your performance. So you know, on platforms like TikTok, where it's almost entirely based on either live streaming or short form content, you can focus on, you know, either end of the spectrum. You know, YouTube is like right in the middle, where, you know, you're expected to make 3 to 5, maybe up to 10-minute long videos. And if you go past that, you're some power content creator where people just like, they got to watch everything you say, or, you know, but yeah, so you know, I have extremely successful short form videos on all the platforms, and then I have extremely successful live streams on one of the platforms, and that's TikTok. You know, and TikTok, I was getting 5 to 10,000 people in the chat at one time. That 5,000 was my minimum. That was very low for me. I would get up to like 20 plus thousand people in my chats, and I would do up like 8-hour streams sometimes, and that number would just be, I would get millions of people every live stream coming through my channel. I'd get about, you know, there was a time like when I would get like 2,000 followers every time I streamed. You know, I went from 0 to like 250,000 followers on TikTok in a matter of months. So I know my content is good, especially for live streaming. It's just what platform I'm choosing, and YouTube is not geared towards live streaming, and it's just not geared to what I'm doing on a daily basis. So, you know, when I get a product in for reviewing, when I have a topic that I want to make a video about, if I want to do a tutorial, I'm going to still do that here. But for short form, and I'm also going to do short form content here too, like you know, YouTube Shorts. But I think I'm going to stop doing live streams here, because they're just, I've been trying to grow it, and it's completely leveled out. It's completely peaked at, I think the most people I've ever had tuned into me at one time on YouTube is like 20 people, which is, and it was just like for a spike. It wasn't like for the whole stream. So those numbers are just absolutely destroying my channel. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Bears. So I have a lot of work to do. I pretty much abandoned TikTok. I got a community guideline strike for no reason. And one of the reasons I started live streaming over here is because I was pissed off at TikTok for doing that to me, because you can only get 3 of those and your channel is deleted forever. So, and the fact that TikTok agreed with me and said, oh, we shouldn't have given that to you. I'm like, well, can you fix it? They're like, oh, we'll try, you know, whatever. So yeah, I'm going to probably, it's going to be a bit of a process to build it back up over there. And maybe I can't build it back up. Maybe I've abandoned it for too long, and maybe I have closed that window of my life. But if that doesn't work, you know, going back to TikTok, I think I'm going to go to Twitch, and if I can't get that built up over like, you know, 4 or 5 months or something like that, I might just stop live streaming. And for a couple of reasons, not because it would be me giving up. It would be because there's been times since I've started live streaming for the past like couple of years or something like that, there's been times where live streaming has literally affected my relationship with my wife. There was good chunks of time where I got so addicted to feeling like I needed to live stream for pretty much like if I had free time, I felt like I needed to be live streaming. You know, as soon as I got off work, I would go straight to live streaming, and then live stream till like 11 o'clock sometimes. You know, it was crazy, and it got to the point where I almost never saw my wife because she would work late, right? She'd come home at like, you know, she goes into work later than I do. Sometimes she goes in earlier and she gets off around the same time as me, but a lot of times her schedule is that she closes. So she gets home at like 9 o'clock. I don't want to just sit around because I get up at 4 and I don't want to sit around for 5 hours waiting for her. So I do my own thing and then I kind of get like absorbed into it. And then I lose all track of time. And then I come in at 12 or 1 o'clock or something crazy. And then I literally don't see my wife for days sometimes because I got so addicted to live streaming. I've stopped doing that. Now I've been doing, you know, like 1-2 hour streams, maybe like 3 hours, 4 hours max. And then like, you know, 8 hours for special occasions when I'm doing like some kind of a marathon. But yeah, it was really affecting my relationships. So I had to take a step back from it. One of the reasons I quit live streaming TikTok like the first time was because of that. I had to take a step back from it because it was dictating every aspect of my life, and I was pushing everything aside so I could make more time to live stream. So that just wasn't realistic of me to do that. I was just kind of like finding my threshold, like what I could get away with time-wise in my life. I was considering doing live streaming full time and having that be my job. I was making a good amount of money doing it. But the reason I ultimately decided not to do it full time and like quit my job was because there was a certain level of unpredictable things that happened. Especially on TikTok, that platform, I would get shadow banned out of nowhere for some weird video. Sometimes the algorithm thinks I'm driving a real car recklessly, and then I'll get shadow banned. For those of you that don't know what shadow banned is when you haven't been warned by the platform that you're releasing content on, but you're still being treated as if you have a restriction. So yeah, that sort of unpredictable nature led me to believe like, okay, well, you know, people like this about me. I'm going to keep on doing this, but I can't put all my eggs in this basket because if one of these platforms cuts me off, I'll have no source of income immediately. So, or at least a very limited one. So I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah, so I'm just kind of giving you the spectrum, the full spectrum here of I know what's successful for me. I know what works. I know what has worked in the past. I know what most likely will work in the future. But I don't think it's going to be here. Damn it! Oh wait, let me try this here. Okay, let's see if that works. Hey, it works. That's a better way to do it. I've been turning the camera off physically or unplugging it because sometimes it'll freeze, but just doing it in OBS, turning it on and off on OBS actually is a better method. Anyway, thank you, Bears. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. We're not really getting much engagement. I'm obviously not doing anything to deserve engagement right now, but I just want to kind of run by the select few that have been very supportive over these past few months or several months. And of course, I'll make a video. I'll do community posts about my plans. So I'm not going to just start doing it and not let people know. So if you do enjoy the streams, you'll still have the ability to watch them. But I'm going to try to start building TikTok back up. And then if that doesn't work, I'm going to probably switch over to Twitch. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to head on over to Instagram. And I actually have a good idea for Instagram. I'm not going to share it just yet because I don't want to lock myself in financially to this idea. So I don't want to say it out loud to make it real yet, basically. But I have a really good idea if I do end up live streaming on Instagram. Yeah, TikTok has definitely been. I think it's because it's mostly run by AI, and I mean YouTube is too. You know, there's no way there's millions of employees watching every single video and determining if you know what I'm saying. Like AI is very heavy into all the platforms. It's how it's programmed and stuff like that. That's a problem. But yeah, TikTok. It's volatile there. Like you can be extremely successful and then just have it all taken away from you like immediately. So anyway, yeah. Oh, you good, Skeet. I'm just letting people know my future plans. And Bears, keep in mind, again, that I'm gonna let everyone know where I'm gonna be doing this. So if you do want to watch it, if you do want to continue, watching the live streams, I'm not gonna like, try to obligate people to switch over to a different platform if they're not comfortable with that. But I will notify people of my intentions. Like for instance, I'm gonna quit this stream right here, and I'm gonna start up on TikTok right now and see if I can get a baseline at least and see what I need to do. Unfortunately, a lot of visual stimulation came from the motion, and I don't have that. I'm not saying that was the main reason people stuck around, but that extra visual stimulation added an extra layer of complexity in a good way. So like if someone wasn't watching my shifting, if someone wasn't watching the screen, if someone wasn't listening to what I was saying, that was one more thing that they could focus on for a little bit. And because there's only so much information you can fit on a screen this big, because this is what most people are watching on, like, right? Like there's only so many things you can fit that remain not legible. What's the word? Remain visually like it's like if you have things too small, you can't really tell what's going on. And then there's only so much real estate you can utilize. So the motion was like a large part of the image that was still visually stimulating. And unfortunately, motion is so expensive. I can't afford to just buy another motion setup, and go through all my savings in one fell swoop. I just can't do that. That would be irresponsible of me. So I'm kind of at the mercy of Camus right now and getting me the parts I need to repair it, or the software update, or whatever's going on that needs to be corrected. I don't know. I hope so, Ski. So Ski Town actually bought my. I'm not trying to put his business out there, but he bought my previous motion system. I had no idea my motion system was gonna blow up. So I wasn't really planning for that, but I mean, I've gotten to the point to where I can enjoy sim racing without the motion, but it definitely. Ski, how likely would you be, like right now, you've experienced motion, how likely would you make a choice to not use motion, unless it was for noise reasons? If it's for noise reasons, I can make perfect sense of that. Like, for noise reasons, you want to turn it off at night, and not so you don't disturb someone. But having experienced motion, would you want to go back to not using motion? It's one of those things, like once you experience it, it's really hard to go back to not using it. But I'm adapting. Oh, nice, Bears. That'd be awesome. Oh yeah, yeah. And I know you're busy, man. But yeah, I think anybody that's like sat in a motion rig for any lengthy period of time, you start to you feel a void. Like you start feeling a void. And I'm not like trying to say this to encourage people to buy motion or to make them feel bad if they're not using motion. That's not my intention at all. I'm just saying it's very it's like an eye-opening experience. You know, your mind's eye is like, oh, damn, this is what's available. You know, I don't know if what I'm saying is getting across here. I'm not trying to like be some elitist, but like you gotta use motion, otherwise it's just not the same. Like that's not what I'm trying to get across. I'm just saying, you know. Oh, sounds good, man. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the stream here. I might stream over on TikTok, so if you want to check that out, you're welcome to it. Hopefully, I haven't completely destroyed that platform for live streaming, because I think I just have not been live streaming over there. And one of the things you have to do over there is be consistent. So same time of day, same amount of time, same amount of times per week. Like you need to have consistency over there. Otherwise, I guess it's like with anything, you have to be consistent. Otherwise, it's not going to grow. But anyway, so I haven't streamed over there in so long. Hopefully, my channel's not dead over there. But anyway, have a good day. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope to see you over on TikTok in a little bit. See y'all.